And Mr. Kingsley Ellis!
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. So I have a general message. The general message is that this is possible. You know, this is possible. Because if somebody else could do this, then maybe you could do this. But no, there's too many good people in this business. There's athletes in this business. And there are networkers in this business. There are people with a lot of friends in this business. And who am I? How can I do this? It's impossible. Look at this. There's 1,000 people here. Yes. But there are some things that I really want, and I really do want some things. But what if it was possible? And, okay, Kingsley, you need to shut your mouth. You need to shut your mouth and get your share of this. It doesn't matter about all of these people. It doesn't matter about these people. This is about you. It's about you. It's about that little boy, the little boy that is being driven to school with my dad, listening to a motivational cassette by Tom Hopkins. See, Tom Hopkins, he is one of the famous sales trainers of America, and I'm listening to him as a little boy, and I'm hearing him say that he wanted to be the #1 real estate salesperson in California. And I was listening to that. And it wasn't so much that he said he wanted to be the best. He believed he could be the best. I wanted to be something. I wanted to have something. I'm listening to my parents arguing about money. They're always arguing about money. They're always trying to save money and buy the things and waste and buy these trinket presents. I wanted to help them. And I wanted to believe. You know, I wanted to believe. So I started listening to the personal development. I really started listening and listening and listening, and I went to sleep with these tapes going over and over. And they were saying that we need to work hard, and I could understand that. We have to work hard, and we have to go in early, and we have to get better. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So I did that. And Kingsley runs doing the errands and studying every day and setting my goals. And the mentor comes in and says, you know, we are going to be like a SEAL team. We're going to be like dropped out of Chinook helicopters into any city in the world, and we're going to fill stadiums, because I was in the seminar industry. And we're all going to be millionaires. I want to be a millionaire! But nobody in the company had ever made more than $60,000 a year. And after 5 years of listening to how good Kingsley was and not being a millionaire, I went into my boss's office and I said, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. You know, and it was about that time that Lady Luck smiled on Kingsley. And then Kingsley became gullible. He got a call from a friend who said that there was an opportunity. And I believed it. I believed it. And I started putting aside 4 hours a night, 4 days a week for a company that wasn't open in Australia. And you know, that little boy, within 18 months, became boy wonder. I could jump over 2 buildings. I had checks laying on the floor. I'd never earned that sort of money before. I don't know how that happened. But it wasn't easy. It was necessary. It was necessary. Because I had something pulling me. You know? I hadn't been in business myself. So I didn't really know how to turn up to my schedule. I didn't know how to make the appointment so people would show up. I didn't have a car. So I would take buses for hours to see prospects that didn't show up. Oh, poor Kingsley, you know? Or I'd do a quick dashboard presentation and I'd be dropped off in some unknown suburb and I have to find my way back, you know? Or somebody would hang up on me and I said, oh, poor Kingsley, you know? And I put my knee on the ground next to my bed. I said, God, this is too hard for me. It's way too hard. Help me. And you know what? I decided. And everybody comes up to me and asks me, what is the secret? Everybody. They ask me what the secret is. There's so many secrets. Everybody that spoke today has got a secret. The secret is that you have to decide that this is what you are going to do. You have got to make the decision that this is what you are going to do. And stop taking a survey to find out if anybody wants to do it, so that you will do it. So, it's all about you guys. It really is. And I'm going to put a challenge out to you. When you get back to where you live, and you make a quiet moment, and you clear across the desk, and you're there thinking to yourself, I want you to make a decision. I want you to make a decision to put the number 500 up on your wall. I don't care if you put it up there in paint. Because if you have been in this business, at least as an emerald for the next year, you will probably not be living in that house. Put the number 500 up on the wall, cross it off. When you do a quality meeting, you put a quality prospect to watch the webinar. You sit in front of a quality prospect. You do a quality meeting, you cross that off. You do 499. You do another quality meeting, you cross it off. You do 498. You will be free. Is it worth it? You better believe it's worth it. I did it all. You do 497, you do 496, you do 495. For you to be financially free for the rest of your life and never have a boss for the rest of your life? You want to travel around the world? You want to buy the clothes of your dreams? You want to have a suit made, not off the rack, but a tailor-made suit? You want to express your love to your family by doing things for them? You want to give money to your church? What are you going to do? You got to get the guts up, right? You got to get your guts up, and you got to make a decision that is starting today, and until you are finished, you are going to rock and roll. And as we go out of here, each one of you take up that challenge, and then the next event, you are going to tell me, I took up that challenge. I was in that room of 1,000 people, and I was one of those people that heard that message, and I took up your challenge. And as sure as I am standing here, you will be the same as me, walking up this stage, and you're going to say, This is my story. Because we all have a story. And see, this is an opportunity. This is a fantastic program. It gives everybody a chance. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. If you've got the guts and courage of your conviction, you can take and make this business fly. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to go back to Australia. I'm going to come back to America. I'm going to go back to China. I don't have to go back to the negative and the rubbish and the problems and the challenges that I used to have. I'm going back to my freedom that I have every day of my life. So what do you want? What are you looking for? And that's why I came to tell you that it's possible. It is possible. But it is also necessary. It's necessary that you achieve that. What else are you going to do with your life? But it's all about you, and quit looking for your upline and your downline to do things. We are a big team, but everything is about you. And all of the things that you need come around you as soon as you make a decision that it is you. And maybe it's hard. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard. Or maybe it's easy. And yep, sometimes it's easy, and sometimes people are a pleasure. But it doesn't matter if it's easy or hard. If it's hard, do it hard. And if it's easy, do it easy. Do you know why? Because in the end, this is so worth it. It's absolutely worth it. It's so worth it. You know, I look back and I think about so many things that we've done, so many friends that I've made all over the world, and even the opportunity to stand in front of you. It's a humbling thing, you know. I was thinking about, what am I going to say that could impact you? All of these guys are such great speakers. Everybody has something. And if you took anything from any of these people and kept moving, you would be successful. And I was even going to think of some corny things like, of course I know the secret because I'm from Australia, and it's already tomorrow there. And so I know the future. I can only tell the future for me. So once you settle down, you humble yourself. You're not trying to keep redeciding and redeciding. Yeah, okay. The pathway, it has begun. I'm going to put the 500 up on the wall. And you are done. Because you now have a purpose, you are moving towards the purpose, you pick up steam, you start attracting people that are of a like mindset. You start becoming more professional, you attend the events, you just move in line with everybody else. Everybody has to have a running partner. You need a running partner. You need to have little cheeky goals. I don't know if you know the word cheeky, but that's sort of like a playful laughter that happens in your mind. And being cheeky is like, who can get the most people on the webinar? You and your partner. Who's the partner? You better know. You better know. So once we finish this meeting, you've got to make a call and say, hey, you're my running partner. We're going to do this business together. We're going to check in on each other. We're going to do the little quirky things, and you create different prizes, you know. If you don't have a lot of money, you can say, well, if you win, you're called the winner of the day, right? Or if you do have a little bit of money, you can say, whoever loses has to buy the Netflix video, and we'll watch a video together. So you be creative, and then it begins, right? Who wants to take the challenge, guys? Who would like to take this challenge? Guys, we are going to take this company around the world. And I'm so glad that I met glad that I met you guys, because before many of us might have been competition, but we're not competition anymore. This is our family now. This is what we've chosen to do. So, can't really think of a dramatic ending, but I do want to tell you that you can do this. And if I can do this, why not you? Okay? Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Where are we going?
Give him a big round. Yeah. Great job, man. Great job. Great job. Standing O.